Hey, y'all, it's your girl Queen 30, and I'm back. If ain't nobody tell you today that they love you, I love you. Because you could be anywhere in the world, but you right here with me right now. And we about to move right on into that Sunday night chart work, get out these weekly outlooks. But before we do, I'm going to need you to like, to share, and subscribe to this channel. That's right. Turn on them notification bells so you can get live updates to these calls. I do these calls every week. You don't want to miss out on this, okay? So go ahead, turn on the notification bells, and if you want to get this class live, you need to go ahead in the description, go down there, get in that description, click that Discord, and get in the score live. You don't want to miss this work, y'all. Come on now, Sunday night y'all work. Come on.
Because you don't live long, you don't have time not to make your dreams and goals become reality. Every single day, because you don't know how long you have, every single day should be about what can I do, what can I have, what can I be? And you gotta hang out with other people who are on the same trajectory you're on. Anything you could think of, if you could actually think of it, it means you can do it. There is no dream that's too big. There is nothing that you can think of in your head that you can't do. Listen to me closely. Everybody want to win. Everybody want to be on a winning team. Everybody want to win, but everybody don't want to work. Everybody want the reward, but everybody don't want to work. We all got to work. You have to make a decision that nobody in your position will outwork you. You here now. You here now. You finally made it. And this is where you break up. This is where you start chilling. This is where you get comfortable. You made it now. This is where you make it permanent. Why do you wake up in the morning? Why do you put on that jersey? Why do you go out and practice? What's your why? I'm about to give everything I got, and I will know if I don't get another gig, it won't have anything to do with the fact that I didn't put everything on the field. You better grow up and get to the point as a man that if you ever get beat, you better get beat by somebody that's just purely more talented than you are. You better not ever get beat by somebody because you beat yourself. At the end of the day, your superpower is when you are your authentic self. That's your superpower, is when you're you. If I'm going to be like anybody else, it's not going to work. And at the end of the day, if you are your authentic self, that's the 1%. There's 1% of us that don't care about what nobody else say or think about us. We're going to be our authentic self. That's what the 1% is. I'm number one. Why? Just because I'm being myself at all costs. It does not take talent. You don't have to be talented. You don't have to be gifted. You don't have to be the quickest, the strongest. You don't have to be the most intelligent to get to where I am. That's what you gotta do. You just gotta grind, though. You're grind. Listen to me. You might come from privilege. Your daddy might hook you up with a car. He might know people. He might be able to get you a job. But you will not outwork me.
Let's get started. Good evening. We got the 30. We're gonna start with, and the 30 made a new look like it's trying to retrace the high. So the weekly and the month is a new weekly monthly high. So the new high right now that it just made is 44,881.1. So the mid-month resistance is gonna be different. We try to update the monthly real quick before we go ahead and start for the week. So we got 44,881.1 for the high. The low, 42,349.7, giving us a new mid-month resistance of 43,615.4. So that's where your mid-month should be, for your mid-month resistance. And weekly low is 44 or 43,441.2. The weekly high is 44. Is 44,768. We got 44,768 as the weekly high. The weekly low, 43,441.2. Giving us a midweek resistance area of 44,104.6. Based on the area where the 30 is right now, I am anticipating US 30 to break soon and start selling because we are in a weekly sell order block here. Weekly, daily sell order block. This area right here, a lot of sell volume came out of here. So if you was looking at your supply and demand zones, this would be a supply and demand zone. This would be a supply zone right here. It's a sell supply right here. Like, and if you wanted to like box out that area off, you'll see that this is where the sell area is happening at. This is where the sales happen at. So it might be buying now, but we are anticipating to sell. Sometime we are anticipating it to break sometime. Because it's just where it's at. And the news and the uncertainty of that big, beautiful bill that just got signed. That will tell you how that's going to affect the market. So I'm looking forward to at least probably retest and might retest the overall high, which is that 45.82 is the overall high. The monthly high, it can break that 44.81 before it starts selling. So we looking for a confirmed retest and the break to confirm the sell for US 30. I'm looking for it to break. Just because of where that this zone that is in is a heavy sell zone. He is in a heavy sell zone. So New York session, you might want to start looking for a sell, looking for the break on US 30. I'm gonna go ahead and move over to 9. You got the weekly high. That's the overall high. It's now I've made a new monthly high. Now it's made a new high period. It 22,921.84 for the new monthly high. And our monthly low on Nas is 21,028.06. I'm sure it's a little bit off. Look up. So the mid-month resistance is going to change. So we got a monthly high of 22,921.84 and a low of 21,028.06, giving a mid-month resistance of 21,974.95. Weekly high is 22,852.41 and the weekly low 22,247.78. Okay, 257. Yeah. 22,247.78. So we got the high at 22,852.41. We got the low at 22,247.78. Giving a mid-week resistance of 22,550.10. I'm also anticipating Nas is like overbought right now, like heavily, because this is where the weekly order block is here. But it made a new overall high last week. Before it sell, I'm looking for it to retest that high. The monthly high, like the confirmation. I'm looking for it to confirm, to retest and sell. So waiting for Nas to break. That's why we got that thing hovering up near the weekly high. But in New York session, definitely looking for it to retest this area. It hasn't came and retest the overall high just yet. But I've been looking for Nas to sell. If it's been moving, I didn't know if y'all noticed last week that Nas and the 30 was moving opposite of each other. That don't typically happen. Hold on 1 second. I've been anticipating Nas to sell. It made a new high last week when the new month came out, but it was going opposite of the US 30. Like when the 30 was selling, this was buying, and when the 30 was buying, this was selling. And they don't typically move opposite of each other. Only time they did that is during COVID. So that tends to happen during major news, like during major news events. The Nas and the 30 can move out of sync. So be mindful of that and looking to see if they're moving in sync because they gotta eventually sync back up to move in the same direction. We got a lot of stocks getting ready to sell off, so we are anticipating sales this week. I am anticipating this shit to start selling. So we looking for a retest. We looking for it to retest the monthly high. We looking for it to retest this area and not break before we confirm the sell. And it's gonna be a nice sell when it starts selling. These are gonna be some nice ass dumps with like where it's selling from. The 30 and 9. It look like it's moving in sync right now. So it do look like it's moving in sync. Because last week it was out of sync. Looks like it's trying to sync back up. And go and selling. We got a doji on gold on a weekly on gold. Hmm. So the weekly low for gold is 33.06. We got 13. And the weekly high is 33.42. We got 70. The high 33.42. We got 70. The low 33.06. Got 13. The midweek resistance is 33.24.42. 33.24.42. We got a doji coming on here. I'm looking for gold to pull back up. We got a doji on a weekly. It retested this area right here, this buy area, and didn't break. Bought up and pulled back. I want to see what a DX right here is still selling. it don't break this mid-month, it's probably gonna break that mid-month and retest this before it pull back up. Like it's probably gonna wick down to this. Just because we got a momentum candle right here on gold. So it's probably gonna break, even though this candle just came out an hour ago, it's likely gonna break this area. So the low is you likely gonna be adjusting your low on gold because it's gonna break. The seller's gonna sell probably into this before it pull back up. But I'm looking for it to eventually buy back up because of the dollar index, the DXY. But the DXY is in consolidation. This is all unclear price movement on the DXY. And it's not showing that it's fucking buying, it's showing that it's still selling. The weekly high on the DXY is 97.731. And the low is 96.891. 96.891 and 97.731 for the DXY. Midweek is 97.311. Because it doesn't look like it's breaking this area right here. It hasn't broke that midweek area. So before gold start buying back up, this thing got to break. This the DXY is like consolidating. This is the resistance area right here. If you can see for the DXY, this is where it's resisting at. It's also an order block there. So right, while this is buying up, gold is gonna come down and make a new low. Gold may not break that midweek. And if it do, I know I'll go to wick. So we might get a wick, get it to wick down below this and pull back up. But it's definitely gonna make a new low. Just off this momentum candle alone, it's like definitely gonna make a new low for this week. I'm looking for gold to retest this area, to like wick and retest this area before buy up. But to make that new low and buy back up. Bitcoin. Bitcoin, the monthly high gotta come back in. So the monthly high for Bitcoin is 110,590. That's the monthly high. It's gonna give us a new monthly resistance. So we got 110,590 for the monthly high. Monthly low, 99,732.47, giving us a new mid-month Bitcoin at 105,161.24. We got a weekly low of 106,398.38. So go get mine. Then we got a weekly high, 109,549.65. So we got 109,549.65 for the weekly high, and a weekly low, 106,398.38 for the weekly low, giving a midweek resistance of 107,974.02. Where Bitcoin is. Bitcoin may very well pull down. This from where it's at. This is it's in a sell area, but this is where it's resistant at. So if you took a sell from right here, where it's from the weekly high on Bitcoin, it will be down to the midweek because this is where it's resistant at. This is where it's like showing rejection. So this would be a TP1 if it breaks, and that would be a TP2. It breaks the midweek. But right now it's showing that it's rejecting this area. And this is the area of sell where it's at. So where it's in is the area of sell. like it's so much shell came out of this area on Bitcoin that I'm looking for it to pull back. We got a new 4-hour candle in the hour. We'll see. But this is the area where it's showing rejection, where Bitcoin is at right now. So, anticipating for it to sell. You will want to set your stop above this rejection area right here. And take it for a short sell to here. As you see, it's wicking right here. This is where it's wicking at. So this is where we're looking for it to break to confirm the sell is going to continue. For Bitcoin. Only thing is that Bitcoin hasn't looked like it hasn't retested that monthly high though. You know, I'm looking for it to sell from where it's at. DJ been having some clean setup. If this that is doing now is some unclear price action. DJ has been having some clean setup, but this is the price action right here. It's unclear. So for GJ, we got a new monthly high on GJ. So the new month high on GJ is 198. Got 11. It's going to change the mid-month resistance for GJ. So we got the monthly high at 198, 112, and we got the monthly low 194,001. Given a mid-month resistance of 196.057. And we got the weekly high at 197.444. And the weekly low at 196.791. So weekly high 197.444, and the weekly low 196.791. Given a midweek resistance for GJ of 197.118. DJ, hey Jazz,
What's
DJ,
up? What's up?
DJ is also in the area of sell, and it's been breaking at this area. So I am looking for DJ to sell, just off of where it's at. Price action right now is unclear, but it is Sunday. Keep in mind that it is Sunday. Oh, but we're looking for DJ to sell from where it's at. It made the weekly high and it made the weekly low on this last two candles. I'm looking for DJ to sell. Um, just based off the areas coming out of on a daily, we're within a daily sell order block. That's a sell order block there, and this is one here. So this is the zone that we're in on a daily time frame is a sell zone. Agree that. So I am anticipating for it to start selling. Even if it come in and retest this area here, I'm anticipating for it to sell. And to be a nice sell too. Like if you want to hold it, like it's a pretty nice sell that it can do. It hasn't retested this shit up here though. I'm gonna be looking for a sell for GJ Moore in London. Like a nice entry point for GJ. Like I'm sure enough anticipating this thing to sell. It's pretty cool. Looking forward to sell, y'all. Because this is where it's at. But what we have is unclear price action happening right now. So we're gonna wait for a sell confirmation on GJ before we get in for a sell on DJ. And Nas has not broke trend, but it's in an area where it's like heavily over. It's like overbought. Like I'm pretty sure if I added the RSI to this, it would show me that it's overbought. Heavy. How many days? We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nas has not broke trend. Nas has not broke the daily trend yet. So we're looking for it to break. It's in the area of sell on a, where is that? It's in the area of sell. And with the news that's happening, it's definitely in the area of sell. So we're looking for the confirmation, the sell confirmation to show us that it's going to turn, that the market is turning around. I want it to break trend. I want to see a break trend, and I want to see the confirmation, the sell confirmation, like a retest to this high here. I would set an alert for like this area, see if it's gonna break this high. But like the overall high is 22,842. You can set an alert for that or not, because that would be like a nice entry for a sell, for it to come up here and not break. Right up here. It's gonna be a nice entry for a sell or not. But you want the sell confirmation. Wait for you to see the doji and the flat top, and you looking for it to not break that high to confirm that it's gonna sell. So towards New York, that's what you're looking to see on we're looking for the same thing on US 30. I'm looking for US 30 to retest the high and break. Based off of the area where the 30 is at, it's in a heavy sell volume area. Like overall, the overall high for US 30 is 45.82. And the area where it's at, if y'all see this, like we're setting up for some nice sales on this US 30. Like just the area that is in. The last time we got this heavy sell right here in February, that's when the tariff was going on. Now we got the big beautiful bill that came out. So the coincidence that the news come out when it's in this area. Y'all gotta pay attention to this stuff. The news just come out and look what area we in. Okay. So when we say we trade the news, that's the news is only gonna push the market in the direction that the zone that is in. Like it's in a sell zone. So you know how that bill is anticipated to cause uncertainty in the market. Okay. The area that it's in is the a sell demand zone. So it's demanding sales in this area. So we're anticipating some nice sales coming out for the US 30. So Wait for the confirmation. Okay, wait for the retest. And the 30 was breaking trend last week. Let me put another trend on here. Hmm. I'm anticipating a 30 to sell too, but I'm looking for a confirmation. I'm looking for it to confirm the sell during New York session. We're looking for it to confirm that it's going to sell. The confirmed sell would be the retest with no break. And for it to break this trend. Because the area that it's in, baby, there's some nice sales finna come in this market. And take advantage of every one of them. So during New York, when New York opened, I'm gonna be looking for the sales or looking for it to break. If I don't see the confirmation, if I see the confirmation, I'll post a trade for it. But I'm waiting for the confirmation for this. The confirmation happened before opening bell. I'll post the entry for US 30 and Nas. But we looking for that break. Cause where's that? We looking for that drop. Big beautiful bill come out to manipulate the market. Don't get caught in the noise, y'all. Do not get caught in the noise. That big beautiful bill came out to manipulate the fuck out of the market. Gold is really in a weird area because it hasn't really come back up. Like it's kind of like hovering in this area where it's at right here. We haven't had it come back up to this high yet. It hasn't came up yet. It's just like testing this area and pulling back down. Like in a somewhat of a consolidation in this area right here. We haven't had no significantly new highs or significant new lows on gold. But looking forward to wick and break and pull up. Because we do got a nice little order block down here that it has not retested this year. It looks like it's already pulling up. And Bitcoin is in the area of sell right here, where it's at. So if you can take a sell on Bitcoin from where it's at, like in this area to the midweek because this is where it's rejecting up here. So I'll be looking for a sell on Bitcoin. And you want to set your stop right above this wick. And you can take it to the weekly low for Bitcoin. Because the area that Bitcoin is in right now and it's rejecting its high like this is the sell area. Look, and sold from this area quite a few times. So this is like a nice clean setup on Bitcoin. It's a nice clean setup. GJ right now, the price is definitely unclear. This is unclear price action right here happening. Um, the dollar declining don't determine Bitcoin because I've seen the dollar go down and Bitcoin go down too. So the dollar don't determine Bitcoin. The dollar more or less determine gold. Like Bitcoin don't move according to whether or not the dollar is going up or down. That don't Bitcoin don't move according to that. Bitcoin move Bitcoin move more or less with the indices. It does because it's an asset. So it moves like the asset. It moves like right now crypto has more is more of an asset than gold. So it don't move in confluence with the dollar or based how the dollar is moving. You want to look at more or less the news of what's happening with Bitcoin right now. So while if it's gonna pull back before it goes back up. So that's why the sell would be a short sell. So it's gonna pull down before it pulls up. Before it pulls up, it's gonna pull down. Before we get like a shoot up on Bitcoin because it hasn't came back up and never retested the high. But it'll pull down right here. It's where it's pulling down to before it pulls up. Even on a daily. This is where it's coming to before it goes up. I would look for it to pull down before it pulls up. Because this is where you're seeing the rejection at right here. And I wouldn't take I don't trade on Sunday. I don't even look to trade on Sunday. I don't look for nothing to happen before market open. GJ is unclear. Don't touch GJ right now. Any questions or any other thing y'all want me to go over before we end? So for Nas, I didn't even realize my camera was off. So for Nas, you're looking for the break on Nas and you're looking for the break on Bitcoin. I mean the break on 30. So you're looking for 30 to break, but you want to see what you're looking to see, because the area that these things is in, we are in a heavy sell area. We are looking for this thing to break. We are looking for it to break. So if I see that break during New York session, I'm going to post this for 30 and for Nas. We are looking for this thing to break. Gold might make a new low before it pulls back up. So it might definitely make a new weekly low before it pulls back up. But the Nas and the 30, we're looking for to break. A buy would be you getting in for a retest. Like, we're looking for this thing to fucking break because the area is at its end. And this is some nice sell area. This the area that is in. It's the big beautiful bill area. So let's get this big beautiful bill money. All right, y'all. Like, hop in the market and get this big beautiful bill money. When this market drop, we want to be in those drops. Okay, so be anticipating that this thing is going to drop. Like, look for the confirmation, wait for the retest, and look for this thing to drop on a Nas and on a 30. Okay? So let's get this money. We is in a nice area to get this bread. None of this money, y'all. Don't miss this money. Don't miss it. Let's get this bread.
Too much sauce.
Let's go.